Hello everyone! Please remember to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming for the latest in Dragon Ball news and information. Also, please remember to turn on notifications if you want to see Bulma's titties.
What is going on, Dragon Ball fans? We have some groundbreaking information coming in. It pertains to the upcoming Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 27, in correlation to the beginning of the Tournament of Power as seen in the anime, courtesy of White SDBH on Twitter, who posted 3 brand new leaks that coincide with the Dragon Ball Super manga chapter number 27 edition. And the first thing I do want to talk about here is there is a significant difference. Of course, the only similarity here is we see Goku press onto the Omni button and having to leave on over to talk to Zeno about the Tournament of Power, but there's something very interesting that is going to be displayed in this manga chapter, one of which having to display Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta having to battle against Lord Beerus. Now, based on this scan alone, we see Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta deliver a thunderous shot to Beerus's face, but the thing that's going to shock you all the most is we've often wondered as to what would be the outcome if Super Saiyan Blue were to go up against the god of destruction known as Beerus. And based on Beerus's reaction and his demeanor, it doesn't seem as if Beerus is phased in the least, because his body is standing there. He doesn't seem to be hurt. Of course, Whis and the Oracle Fish are quite shocked by this, but what follows after is Beerus having to put Vegeta down onto the ground, having to beat him out of his Super Saiyan Blue form, and pretty much eradicating the threat. And mind you, this is Vegeta post Goku Black arc, post Battle of Gods, post Resurrection F, post the Universal Tournament, and the idea that Vegeta at this given point in the Tournament of Power is supremely more powerful than how he was before. But according to the manga scans, Beerus puts down Vegeta into this massive crater with complete and utter ease. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta having to battle against Lord Beerus. It is a no contest that Beerus completely decimates and pretty much one-shotting Vegeta into the ground. And again, I will say, if you guys are new to this channel, be sure to go on ahead and punch that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you guys can be notified whenever a Dragon Ball video is posted onto this channel. Hashtag notification squad. That way you guys can be up to date with all latest in Dragon Ball news, information, and updates in connection to the anime and the manga. Now, the anime and the manga right now are a little bit off with each other, as the manga is looking to finally catch up with the anime, as the manga chapter is scheduled to drop sometime next week. So you guys might want to go on ahead and tune back onto the channel for this, as earlier on I put out a video revealing Goku's brand new limit-breaking power, in which gives us a very interesting look as to how Goku is going to look breaking his limits within the Tournament of Power. So you guys might want to go on ahead and check that video out. But this manga chapter, what's interesting to see is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta indefinitely delivers a thunderous shot right to Beerus's face, and Beerus seems to be very, very agitated. He does feel pain, but he doesn't seem to have a reaction because he doesn't say anything. However, Vegeta does, and later on having to result in seeing Vegeta get put right on down into the ground. So what does this tell you about Super Saiyan Blue having to go up against a god of destruction? It looks like, according to this manga chapter so far, from what we're getting, is that Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue powers are inferior to the god of destruction known as Beerus. As we also get to see Whis and the Oracle Fish, they seem to be confused by Vegeta's actions in punching Beerus. Now, one of two things may occur. Either A, Vegeta challenges Beerus out of sheer confidence in his ability, or B, they're having some sort of a sparring session, or C, maybe Beerus and Vegeta provoke each other and finally having to see them make contact. But right now, we do get to see, based on this manga chapter, that a lot is going to be happening. So I highly encourage you guys to spread this video, share the video out to as many people as possible, because this is big news. This is big news, almost as big as Goku breaking his form and trying to achieve something more, because this just goes to show that whatever power Vegeta has, it's inferior and less than Beerus, because the scans after showcase Vegeta in the dirt. As opposed to Beerus being in the dirt, it's actually Beerus holding down Vegeta's face in this crater as he nonchalantly walks away, with Whis having to stand there overlooking Vegeta in the crater. And again, I do want to point out that the manga and the anime are going to be quite different in the beginning, because in the beginning of the anime, we never saw any sort of portrayal of Vegeta even remotely challenging Beerus and having to spar with him and having to fight with him and having to be be anywhere near Beerus, but it looks like in the manga portrayal, we are going to be getting something brand new as we see the manga trying to catch up with the anime, of course, but now we also get to see brand new VJUP scans, if you guys have missed out on my previous video, on the overall guide as to where Dragon Ball may be headed. And I made a video a couple of days ago talking about how November may be the conclusion of the Tournament of Power based on time and DVD box sets. So I highly encourage you guys to check that video out as well. But post your comments down below in pertains to Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta having to battle against Beerus for whatever reason it may be, whether it's sparring, whether Vegeta challenges him, whether there's some sort of argument that ensues and carries on into a fight. Either way, the end result is Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta post Goku Black story, who, mind you, was beating up Goku Black in the anime and in the manga, is put down with complete and utter ease by the God of Destruction. Also having to look at it, once Beerus got punched, he didn't even move. Vegeta one-shotted him in the face and Beerus didn't even budge, but instead he was angry and later resulting in Vegeta having to be brolyed into a crater. So if you guys are stoked and ready for Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter number 27, go on ahead and slap a like on this video. If you guys are new, I highly encourage you guys to punch that subscribe button. Again, we are getting more information on Dokkan Battle, on Super Dragon Ball Heroes, on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, on Dragon Ball Super. We are getting loads of information going forward, so I highly encourage you guys to tune back in. This is hype because the manga portrayal for the overall anime adaptation of the Tournament of Power is going to be different. For all we know, we may see other forms, other transformations, other appeals to fighters having to be ringed out. We may see more of Frieza, we may see more of Jiren. It's safe to say that even the eliminations that we're going to be seeing are going to be different as well. But also what's very interesting to note about this is courtesy of Herms98 on Twitter, it looks like Vegeta still has a long way to go in order to match up to Beerus. However, Beerus thinks that Vegeta makes the potential and has the potential to become a God of Destruction on his own, except in another universe. So it looks like Beerus does not consider Vegeta to be any sort of threat, even with Super Saiyan Blue, is, as pointed out by Herms, putting Vegeta down and telling him that you possess the qualities to become a God of Destruction, just not in my universe. So the question lingers, just like Goku in the anime, is Vegeta one day going to get a similar treatment and having to break his limits as we further our way in the world of Dragon Ball? It's quite unknown as of right now, but it is possible based on everything we know in Goku and Vegeta's history. Now again, even looking back during Goku pressing the button, we see how the chapter ends with Goku using the button to go off to meet the Omni King, much like the anime, and Beerus is not sure as to how this is going to end, because Beerus warned Goku in the fact that in the anime, he threatened to even destroy him because he was a nuisance. In the manga chapter, it looks like the manga chapter completely ends off with Goku having to leave, and with him leaving, he goes off to talk to the Omni King. So we may actually not even get a Zen exhibition match, because that was sort of unnecessary, even though we had to test the likes of Universe number 7 to see where they stood in getting the future Omni King to witness a tournament, because he wasn't there to see the Universe 6 and 7 tournament. But although looking at this manga chapter to cut some of the fat, we may, and I repeat this, we may not see the Zen exhibition, but instead, after Goku meets up with the Omni King, we may see Goku recruit everybody afterwards and going straight into the tournament after. So we might get the overall tournament beginning sometime in September or October. Mainly, I would say probably around October, given the fact that we do have new scans depicting Goku's new form, and the rumor, and again, rumor, that Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power may end in November. That could be a good time to introduce the overall Tournament of Power story, and possibly having the manga end off roughly around either November, December, January, whenever they decide to actually end it all off. But again, expect to see loads of different things happen, especially from the forefront if we're getting Vegeta having to fight Beerus in the beginning. But as I said before, guys, this is just a part of the manga, and the manga can be used to rationalize what's happening in the anime, and I always tell you guys to read the manga portrayal, as we are going to have new information coming forward. But post your comments down below, guys. Do you guys believe that this is foreshadowing possibly Beerus fighting Goku in the future? Especially now in the manga, having to look at it, it looks like Super Saiyan Blue is nowhere near the caliber of where Beerus is. So does that also mean that Goku's Super Saiyan Blue form is nowhere near in comparison to where Beerus is? And with this new limit breaking power having to would come about, this could be the case to where maybe Goku does finally have the necessary power to compete with Beerus after he breaks his limits. That could be one possibility. Again, we all want to see Goku having to fight Beerus at least one more time. Is that going to happen? I think it's indefinite at some given point in having Beerus question Goku and letting him know, hey, so with this new power, are you able to give me the fight that I was, envisioning and dreaming of? I want to fight that warrior. So the form that we saw in Beerus' dream could be Goku's limit-breaking power, but it pertains to the manga thus far, Super Saiyan Blue is nowhere near in comparison to Beerus' total power, because even though in Battle of Gods it's been retconned, Beerus used a certain percentage for his power, it looks like in the overall manga portrayal, things are going to be relatively different. We don't have a percentage as to how much power Beerus is using against Vegeta, because it just blows my mind how Super Saiyan God kind of pushed Beerus a little bit to try, but here it looks like Beerus is super serious but doesn't seem to have tried at all. And again, the new pages will be dropping this week and next week as well, so make sure you guys tune back onto the channel for that. Thank you all for watching once again. Tune back in for more. Let the hype train begin. If you guys are excited, let me know, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a wonderful day, guys. Man, the hype is serious right now. Peace!
Hello everyone, I'm Zarbon, and I'm just taking time out of my daily nipple-rubbing schedule to let you all know that you must subscribe to UnrealEntGaming for the latest in Dragon Ball news and information. Please remember to turn on notifications for the hottest and sexiest Dragon Ball topics around. Oh my,